Chapter 24. Irene behaves like a princess. When the princess awoke from the sweetest sleeps, she found her nurse bending over her, and the housekeeper looking over the nurse's shoulder, and the laundry maid looking over the housekeeper's. The room was full of women servants, and the gentlemen at arms, with a long column of servants behind them, were peeping, or trying to peep, in at the door of the nursery.
"Where have those horrid creatures gone?" asked the princess, remembering first what had frightened her in the morning.
"You naughty, naughty princess!" cried Lootie. Her face was very pale, with red streaks on it, and she looked as if she were about to shake her. But Irene said nothing, only waited for her to hear what was to come next. "How could you hide your clothes? How could you hide under the clothes like that, and make us all fancy you were lost, and keep it up all day? You are the most obstinate child. If for us it was anything but fun, I can tell you." It was the only way the nurse could account for her disappearance.
"I did not do that, Lootie," said Irene very quietly.
"Don't tell stories," replied the nurse quite rudely. And I hate when people say don't tell stories.
"I shall tell you nothing at all then," said Irene.
"That is just as bad," said the nurse.
"Just as bad to say nothing at all as it is to tell stories?" exclaimed the princess. "I will ask my papa about that. He won't say so, and I don't think he would like you to say so either."
"Tell me directly by what you mean," screamed the nurse, half wild with anger at the princess and fright at the possible consequences for herself.
"When I tell you the truth, Lootie," said the princess,
who somehow did not feel angry at all,
"you say to me, 'Don't tell stories.' It seems that I must tell stories before you will believe me."
"You are very rude, princess," said the nurse.
"You are so rude, Lootie. I will not speak to you again until you are sorry." "Why should I, when I know you will not believe me?" returned the princess.
For she did now know perfectly well that if she were to tell Lootie about what had been going on, the more she went on to tell her, the less she would believe her. "You are the most provoking child," cried her nurse. "You deserve to be well punished for your wicked behaviour."
"Please, Miss Housekeeper," said the princess, "will you take me to your room and keep me there till my king papa comes? I will ask for him to come to see me as soon as he can."
Everyone started at these words. Up unto this moment they regarded her as little more than a baby. But the housekeeper was afraid for the nurse and sought to patch the matter up, saying, I'm sure, princess, nurse did not mean to be rude to you."
"I do not think my papa would wish for me to have a nurse who spoke to me as Lootie does. If she thinks I tell lies, she had better say so to my papa, or go away. So, Walter, will you take charge of me?"
"With the greatest pleasure, princess," answered the captain of the guards, walking with his great strides into the room. The crowd of servants made eager way for him, and he bowed low before the little princess's bed. "I shall send my servant at once on the fastest horse in the stable to tell your king papa that your royal highness desires his presence. When you have chosen one of the under-servants to wait upon you, I shall order the room to be cleared."
"Thank you very much, Sir Walter,"
said the princess, and her eye glanced towards a rosy-cheeked girl who had lately come to the house as a scullery maid. But when Lootie saw the eyes of her dear princess going in search of another instead of her, she fell upon her knees by the bedside and burst into tears, crying in great distress.
"I think, Sir Walter," said the princess, "I will keep Lootie. But put me under your care, and you need not trouble to tell my papa until I speak with you again. Will you please now all go away? I am quite safe and well, and I did not hide myself for the sake of amusing either myself or of troubling my people. Now, Lootie, you will dress me, please."